I do want to talk about changes, okay? Because even in my career, I've seen so many changes in technology. When I was graduating, mobile app was big deal, like iPhone and BlackBerry, and then quickly it became cloud as the next big thing, and then AI and robotics. What I'm realizing is change is inevitable, right? But how do you adopt change? You talked about you are adopting the change, but I want to elaborate. I would like you to elaborate on that. How do you adopt change without losing focus and making sure the customers are not getting confused? Maybe the change is good or bad. I don't know, because it's just a new thing coming up. My curiosity is, what is the right way to adopt change?
Right. That's a broad question. Okay. And change can be change in technology, could be change in, government changes the tax system. All of a sudden, your whole financial planning is out of the door. Change could be you're moved to Singapore all of a sudden. When I was with HP, I was transferred to Asia Pacific. All of a sudden, 15 countries. I have to travel constantly. My approach to change is to over-accept it.
Okay.
A lot of people talk about adopting and accepting. I learned this from a friend of mine. She's a leadership trainer at Duke University. The concept of over-accepting, meaning you embrace it, you throw yourself at it, you become really good at it. Then you say, why are we talking of change from a negative, anxiety-ridden perspective? Change? Love it. Beautiful. You
Awesome.
Throw yourself at it. Instead of playing tennis and somebody introduces pickleball. Absolutely, it's a different game. Let's go play pickleball. I'm not disrupted. I'm not dealing with change. I welcome a new game. So it's a matter of attitude. Again, my formula for success, ability times effort times attitude. A former boss of mine at HP, Mark Butler, sometimes the corporation imposed different restrictions, different changes. You cannot do this anymore, you do that. Once he came back from executive meeting, he said, guys, let's get to a conference room. These are things we got to do differently against our own plans. And people were depressed. And Mark said something I cannot forget. This is 30 years ago. He said, guys, gals, I am willing to do whatever I have to do.
Got it.
That changed the attitude towards change.
I would think there is a precursor step, I think for me at least. Okay, there is so many things happening in the world. How do I make a decision saying that here is what I should change, here is the right thing I should adopt or embrace, here's the thing I probably have to ignore? Meaning, how do you make a decision saying that this is good change versus this is bad change, I can say no to it?
First of all, I'm not an expert in this, but the way I deal with it is I classified new stuff into two categories. Is it a fad or is it something fundamental that would continue to be? If it's a fad, you can take it lightly, but if it's something like AI, it's going to change the world. Everything will be done in a different way. The sooner you make it your friend, the better you are. Your quality of life improves. You're happier. You're more productive. Why not use this new technology in order to change for better?
Okay.
To embrace it rather than resist it.
Got it. So fundamental meaning it's fundamentally changing the way the world can operate. And what is the other example for fad using this?
The other example is healthcare. They still ask you for your fax number. You say, guys, that was 50 years ago. Embrace change. Can you send me that result by email? Sorry, we got to fax it to you. So this happened today. That's not embracing change.
Got it. Let's say someone comes with a new idea to me and say that here's what you need to do. Two people walking to me and say, here's what you need to do, and he's giving some new technology. There's another person coming to me and saying, here's what you need to do. How do I decide between this is fundamental versus this is not the right thing to do?
Yeah,
because time is limited, so I cannot do everything.
Let me give you an example about change.
Yeah.
In late 90s, 97, 98, 99, a small company in Palo Alto decided that it's ridiculous that each server can handle one application. You want one application to run, one SAP goes on one server, database Oracle goes to the next server. They said we virtualize each server. So one server, we virtually turn it into 10 servers or 20 servers without impacting performance, etc., etc. And so many people resisted virtualization. They said, oh, it impacts performance, it impacts security, without knowing it. But the psychology resisted getting a new technology, despite the fact that it would save millions of dollars for company. And as soon as EMC announced in 2004 that we have acquired majority of the shares, no change in technology. People start adopting it. Because psychologically they felt if EMC, big company, which wasn't as cool as VMware, has acquired 80% of their shares, therefore they're cool. Another resistance to change is when Corent, my company, has introduced SaaS enablement rather than be a SaaS developer. People say, no, I want to take 3 more years and 5 more millions to develop my own SaaS. I said, by next weekend, I plug in our SaaS enablement, SaaS ops. Why are you using DevOps to build SaaS ops? We have already built it. Mentally, a lot of people resist, and some people love it. Oh my God, I'm saving 5 million in 5 years. Let's plug it in, let's go. It's the attitude towards change.
This is great. I can understand the whole mindset that you need to have around embracing change, because sometimes you could be proven wrong if you don't embrace the change, which will be a lot more difficult.